tell us what we're here for?
We're here to collab with the garden. It's a project with the garden. They want to do a garden here and do some small construction where we come in and help them do a garden. So we're just here to meet up, see the space, see how big it is, see what we need, and then go from there.
How'd you meet these people?
They've been here for years. Pastor Ragsdale, they do a Field of Pot, and they feed the homeless 2 times a week. And they let you come in and donate your time and come in and help these guys pass out food, cook the food, pass out clothes, and interact. And then I think even we collab with them on some even donating clothes from one of our events that we held.
Yeah, the homeless, they need all the help that they can get, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Especially out here in Utah. Look at it, got snow everywhere. I know it's cold as shit. Yesterday, I got stuck outside, or I thought I got stuck outside, so I ended up walking down to the Maverick with my doggies, and a blizzard hit. And I gotta hold my little doggy. It's bad in the winter, man.
This little area right here is one of our worst areas right here for the homeless. This is where everybody come and hang out. And it's just a hub for like all the homeless. They moved the actual homeless shelter, but everybody still hangs out down here because this is where, this is the city. So this is where you can, find something to eat, somebody get you something to eat, anything that you can to survive out here on these streets. So just trying to give back our time to help whatever we can help with, serve our community.
Yeah, homelessness has been a pandemic all throughout the country right now, everywhere. We don't have it as bad as California and some other states and stuff, but it gets pretty bad over here too. They're everywhere throughout the valley, man.
Get the Rio Grande up there. This is the Rio Grande area. You know what I'm saying? This is where it's at. What's the name will be here too, and then she can talk about what her thing is and what she does. The homegirl Karina, she has her thing going. So, and this is what we're here to support her with her project, and vice versa. Tying in a small community of our own for support for each other. You know what I'm saying? Little thing like that.
Explain what they're doing in Rose Park.
They redoing the whole area. Actually, when I bought my condo, and my realtor told me, she said it's getting ready to be the new Sugar House. So if you kind of go through there, if you're from there, you've seen where it was at before. Yeah. And then now when you go through there and you look and see all the new apartments along the Fair Park area, they trying to put that baseball field over. They're going to put that baseball field over there. And they're just pushing everybody out. If you own, you better hold on to it, because eventually, in the next, I think, 10 years, that thing's going to be expensive. It's going to be hard to buy a home down there.
Yeah, I think the way the economy is going right now, I think they do that shit on purpose. They're trying to carve out the middle class, make everything unaffordable. So it's just the rest of us is just going to be cleaning the streets, picking up their trash, and cleaning their houses and all the rest, the laborers, while the elite and the rich, live their life. Because right now, you make $5,000 a month, you can't even make rent with that shit.
No, not on top of trying to live with your expensive around your house, and that ain't even counting if you have kids. They cost money.
Yeah.
I remember when it was $50 to play football. Now it's $200 to play football.
Yeah.
So that tells you right there where it's no different than what it was, 30-something years ago. 35 years ago. Yeah. You know what I mean? Football was the football. Now it's, like I said, $200. That don't have nothing to do with gas or anything. It's just people taking time out their schedule to help the youth and coach, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, everything's changed. Some places, it's more than other places to play sports.
Yeah, before you can support your family with just one job, like the dad, go to work, the mom take care of the kids, but now you got to have a 2 household income.
Yeah.
But 2 income can't even do it no more. They want to make it so bad where soon as your kid's old enough to get a job,
Yeah.
they're being forced into the work field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So kids
They
can't.
just help pay bills.
Yeah, that's it.
I know some kids back in the day when I used to have a job, it was really just to put some money in my pocket. Now
Yeah.
it's to put
Now it's to help take
put
care of the
money in
household.
household, yeah.
But that's their agenda.
Yeah.
Is that they just want to push everybody into the work field.
Oh yeah.
And our education system is set up for that, set to manipulate and condition you to become a laborer,
Right.
not an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
not a businessman, but just go get a job, try to find a job with good benefit, keep your nose to the ground, and don't worry about what we're doing up here. You know what I mean? Why? Because really, if you open your eyes, it's legalized slavery, man. It's it's slave labor
Modern
for
day-
sure.
modern day slavery.
Modern day slavery.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know?
That's what I was just talking about this morning. I'm like, man, it's crazy how you got these good jobs. I mean, not even $25 to $30 an hour helps you out in this world no more.
Right? Like,
know what I'm saying?
when I came home, like McDonald's paying you $20, I'm like, shit, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But then you go and fucking buy a bag of chips and that bitch costs you $7.
$7 for a bag of chips.
Hey, $5 for a Snicker.
$5 for a gallon of milk. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So that $20 ain't shit. You were better off getting paid $5.50 back in the days for minimum wage, and you can get a Happy Meal for $1.99.
But that's why I like places like Harmon's Grocery. They'll do a 5 for $25. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's a good deal on a steak or you
Yeah.
know things like that of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like I support places. Yeah, it's expensive, but they give back in return too, with little deals and stuff like that. So.
But they always want to push out that there's a shortage of this, shortage of that. Man, there's plenty of resources out here in the world. Like we waste so much food, we waste so much product. Our fucking landfills is full of fucking wasted products.
Oh yeah, and
You know what I mean?
This fill the pot. They don't throw nothing away.
Yeah.
They don't throw anything away. They make sure they recycle it back out into the homeless community.
Yeah.
I know that for sure because we've helped them. So
Yeah.
and they good people too over here. Good people. So
And like out here, you got the homeless and stuff out here, but a lot of people, there's a stigma, like they think that these guys are all on drugs and all that stuff, but a lot of them just can't afford the cost of living no more, man.
they got that too.
You know what I mean? Then you got in California, motherfuckers making $2,000 a week and gotta go live in a freaking one-room
Yeah.
or a studio, not even a condo, a studio.
Just to make it.
Yeah, just to make it.
And
You
and I mean that's what's happening out here.
Yeah.
This is turning into another California, where where everything's expensive. The cost of living, 1 bedroom out here, you know what I mean. Even in Rose Park or Glendale, you're still gonna be $1,600 a month.
Yeah.
Shoot, before, back in the day, you could get that shit for like $700, $800, $900 at the most for a 2-bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, everybody out here is just grinding, man. Just trying to make a living, just trying to keep a roof over their head because of the way shit's going. But nah, it's fucked up.
Luckily, we didn't have such a bad winter this year.
Yeah.
Last winter, I know it was a lot of people out here freezing and things like that. I mean, you can only help so much. You know what I mean? But it was this winter's been pretty mild, more rain than snow. I mean, it's easier to survive in the rain than the snow because ain't nothing freezing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
But we don't. Nothing is happened chance. Nothing has happened by chance. This is all by design, because we're gonna go into a recession, a depression, and what happens when that happens is the rich, they're gonna form a coalition and business partners and all that stuff, and come buy up all the residents.
Yeah,
and then,
that's what they've been doing.
Yeah, and then they're gonna monopolize the rent and the mortgage, and so now if you want to stay in the house, you have no choice but to, sign the lease or the rent or the mortgage for whatever price they put up, because either that you're gonna be in the streets.
That's what they've been doing.
Yeah. You know, every few years they do that. They see that the middle class is coming up, and everybody's, you know, doing well.
Yeah.
They create a fucking economic crisis, and everybody go broke. Everybody default on their fucking lease, on their mortgage, and then, boom, all these rich people come in and buy everything up, and start all of us all over again. But you know, we gotta open our eyes and get hip to this shit, man. You know, like I'm on probation. I'll be calling for a protest. I don't want to be getting snatched up, but shit, I be storming the motherfucking.
They hold church services here too.
Yeah.
They do upstairs and everything, and they also kind of let you use
And
it.
all of a sudden with no eyebrows. Hey, I was just talking about how cholas get old. I got to put a post because I got my reading glasses and I got my lokes in the car. Yeah. And I was like, you know, we're gonna have to tell people how the vatos and the cholas get old. Anyway, well, okay. So the goal here is.
What's your name first? What's your name?
Karina. Miss Karina. I go by Miss Karina in the community, but of course to the brothers and sisters, I'm Karina. Rose Park implant, I'm going to be honest, but native for the last 36 years. Now a part of an organization, Wasatch Community Gardens, and so like collaboration with the partners, the brothers and sisters that we all have in common actually, because it's not just Irvin and I, you know, lifetime friends and relatives throughout different stages, but AFA is also part of our organization. And just doing the outreach. So if we can come together here to dig up some dirt, plant some seeds, therefore help Reverend produce food eventually, right? We're gonna have some fun with it at the beginning to plant flowers and just bring knowledge of like herbalism, perhaps, like whatever the folks want. That's why it's not ours. We're here to talk to him and have a little interview with him after knowing that he is interested. And so if we have some fun with gardening and really learning educational opportunities, job training program, you know, conduit to the program itself, then he can eventually produce food that will go into the food that is being cooked here. Therefore, reducing his budget items that have to do with the fresh food, you know, because it's being grown here, but all goes well, it's being grown by this very same community that will find resources while being here, and most importantly, non-find community. So we're here, we're all part of what we've been doing since we've been kids and growing up together for our children, for our people, different backgrounds. And mostly the reason I reached out to you all is because I also know that we're lifers when it comes to being marginalized. Yeah. And we know these folks over here are marginalized, and it should not be that way. You know, I know we don't have permission to film any of our folks right now, but I see, and we're not here for that, right? No. But what I can see behind you, brother, is like a table of gentlemen eating together. You can hear them laughing back there. We got music. So Fill the Pot has the space, perfect place, right? We have a circle right here that we can use for different ceremonial practices, or just have a block party in collaboration with so many of us. So we're partners. None of us would own this, but hopefully all goes well. Fill the Pot can hold it for quite a bit of time. You can see right here without catching anyone on camera that they have like the horse feeders. He already has out here with his little tulips that he's waiting on, he said. But if we can multiply that by square footage, which these muscles, I think this is one of our other models. One of our other models, we can use each other's strength, because what we do know about working together is when you use me for my strength, I am certainly happy to do the work, right? And there's a lot of strength here. There's a lot of strength. So that's just a nit bit of the dream, because we got to have permissions, we got to apply for a little bit of money, again, to help him be sustainable with this. We can be the workforce, we can be the mentorship and the membership and the students, right, of this community. And this can go pretty far, so this is just the start.
How long has this place been open? How long have they been doing this work over here?
You know, I'd rather he answer that. I saw some of the history on his website. So he has a website it's a true testimony to how a lot of us are moved, you know, whether it's been through being unsheltered, incarcerated, you know, substance use, so many things. And so from what I understand, this is a mission that came from the love for his brother and just from his own family and just seeing the need. Has a wife that, you know, when you read that there's a partnership within the relationship that created this space, you know that there's some strength here. And so they got a whole crew in there. But the history of exactly Fill the Pot, I think he or Miss Tony would probably be the best for that.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm Reverend Jay Ragsdale, and I run the Fill the Pot mission. And what our goal is just to take care of the homeless, not just the homeless, but people that don't have much. So we work with people that don't have very much. It doesn't matter who you are. We'll come in. You can come in this building. We'll feed you, clothe you, and give you all the necessary things that you need to maintain your day or your month. Fill the Pot started about 16 years ago. My brother was homeless. He was out here in the streets, just, you know, and he was doing really, really bad on drugs and everything. And he called me out one day. He said, "Bro, I'm having a hard time." And I was living in California at the time, and he was living out here in Pioneer Park. And I called him back up, talked to him. I said, "I'll see you tomorrow." And he said, "Oh," he thought I was kidding. Next day, I was out here in Salt Lake City in Pioneer Park. It took me 3 days to find him. And then when I did find him, I drove him back to California and got him in AA classes, CA classes, whatever it took to get him off drugs and alcohol. And he moved back out to Utah and was doing great. I ended up having a hard time out there in California. I was going through some stuff. And I called him up. He said, "Man, come out here and hang out with me for a while." And I came out and hung out with him, and me and him talked about getting Fill the Pot running. So I told him I could work with the homeless as far as feeding them and clothing them. He said he can work with them on the AA and alcohol classes. And just before we opened up the doors, man, my brother passed away on me, and it was rough. But I decided that no matter what, I'm gonna keep moving forward. You know, I'm going to keep the dream alive, and I kept it going. And we grew to a pretty good organization. We pushing about 500 to 600 people through our door any given week, and we been helping people out as far as getting off drugs, getting them in housing, just changing their lives. So Fill the Pot is just here for the community, man. And a lot of people ask me, "Why do you do this?" And I go, "Why not? Why not?" Because you never know if one of my kids or one of your kids end up out in these streets. So that's what we do. We're just basically here to help. Why not? It's a good place to be and a good thing to do.
Do you have a place where people that might want to donate or help you with what you got going on can reach out to you or anything like that?
Yes, we do. We have about 5 different ways of people donating to us. You know, you got the whatever they call them, all the little bimbo or whatever it is, things. So we have that. We have a website. You can go on the Fill the Pot website, Fill the Pot Ministry website, and they can tell you how to donate and give back. So the main thing is just giving back, man. It's just giving back and helping people that's in the community.
Thank you, sir, for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
We'll be here.
Yeah.
Whenever these guys figure it out,
I think they got it, man. I think they got the right. I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm just the sidekick.
Someone over here.
Passing out food, some warm clothing.
Look at that. What's going on with you, man? And we can get you in for some clothes.
Hi.
I'm going to get you a drink. To go down with that. Go ahead and get you a drink.
We're here today for Gotti Museum.
This is where we're coming. This is where they feed the homeless. they want to build a garden here in the little area in the back to help put food back into this place to kind of help with some of their expenses. So we're here collabing with the Fill the Pot with Pastor Ragsdale, Miss Ragsdale. And we're just coming here to just, get an eye on what our project is and just to try to help, serve our community. Collabing with the homegirl, Katrina.
Yeah, there's a lot of lines out here. Like, don't show their faces, but there's a lot of people here. How long does this stuff last when they serve the food?
What they do it for a couple hours to, it's like a brunch.
It's a Sunday service is what they call it.
Okay.
And they do it every Sunday to feed the unsheltered locally. So everyone, all the family, the folks around here, they look forward to Fill the Pot Sunday service.
And it's non-denominational. Non-denominational supports everyone from every faith.
Just, let me get your name. I don't know if I can hear you through the glass. Yeah, sure. I would love to come inside.
Hi, I'm Christine.
I'm Brenda.
And we're here to volunteer for Fill the Pot. We take care of the beverages.
The beverages. Well, what you guys got going over here?
Chocolate milk, juice, regular milk, and then we have coffee over here.
Yeah. And how often you guys do this? How often you volunteer?
I come once every 6 months,
Yeah,
and she's here every week.
every week. Wow.
Yeah.
How long has this place been up and running? And
I want to say 16 years, I believe. Yeah. It's awesome. It's a great thing to have.
how long? How long have you guys been doing it? How long have you been volunteering?
It's been about a year for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you?
I've been volunteering for about a year. I started last summer.
Yeah. How did you come to find out about this place?
There you go.
I found out because at first it was just a volunteer thing, but then I was court ordered. But you know what, that happens. So,
Yeah.
but I love coming here. So all that court stuff is done and gone with. But I just love coming out here,
Yeah.
especially meeting the people and meeting our clients here in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
It's really, it just warms my heart just to help our friends out that are less fortunate. So.
And how many people do you think comes through here every Sunday?
So this one, I know, I'm a nerd. We go about 5 sleeves of these.
Yeah.
So 5 times 25, it's like 125.
Yeah.
So about 125, and that's just during the cold months. But the hot months, we have a lot more.
Okay. Well, thank you for what you guys do, and thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
What's your name?
I'm Thomas. I'm Hiram.
And what are you guys doing over here?
We're volunteering for the Fill the Pot ministry. We're handing out some condiments to our patrons.
Yeah. And how did you get involved with Fill the Pot?
Well, I came through a school group called National Honor Society.
Yeah.
I'm just here with my family. We just know the people who work here and come volunteer as much as we can.
Hello, man.
And how often do you guys come over here?
Well, this is actually my first time, but some people here have been doing it for years.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate your time, man. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Así como para dormir.
Oh, we could.
I'm small. Yes, sir. Can I please get large underwear too?
Please. Please, go ahead.
Did you tell me what you want? What
Yeah. Like good?
Did they go back there? Back there?
They're around the back and just said, oh, you still,
You just want to say something? You busy?
yeah, I'm always busy. You see me? I'm it. No, I was letting you know that the kids are here, that you don't worry about the kids.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just kind of like, they're volunteers.
Okay.
But okay.
coming back?
You know, we're not going to produce these gorgeous lettuces.